good morning, good morning, Facebook. Good morning. Good morning, good. Happy Tuesday morning. All right, let me get my IG started. Let me get it started. Okay, I'm acting a little silly, but that's okay. Let me get it started. Hey, IG. Hey, IG. Good Tuesday morning, everybody. So I decided to sit outside today and do my Tuesday truth. So if you hear a little background noise, cars or something going by, that's what that is because I'm sitting outside. So anyway, there's a bus that just passed by with squeaky brakes. Anyway, so I want to go ahead and get into it, but I just want to say happy Tuesday to everybody, and I pray that your day is going amazing. I was just reading my daily devotional, and it really blessed me. It blessed me. Um, so anyway, we will get into this, and then I might sing a little bit afterwards. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, my name is Juanita Williams, and I am a purpose conduit and personal development coach. I am the link to life beyond pain and the channel to discovering purpose. And this is today's Tuesday Truths. So today we will be talking about hidden scars. Hidden scars. Hidden scars. We all have them. Hidden scars. So I'm just going to jump right into it. And then I pray that this blesses you and that it helps you navigate through life, just knowing that we all have hidden scars. And, God will heal us from them if we allow Him to. So, anyway, we're talking about hidden scars today. So, let's get into it. So, scars are a result of injury. Most scars that we get, we've either gotten cut or we've fallen or we've had surgery. So there are all types of injuries, that could cause a scar because when your injury heals, then it forms a scar. Some injuries are the result of accidents, like I said, and others may have been caused by, having surgery. There are all types of scars. Some are visible to the eye, others are hidden and undetectable. There are also internal injuries that are hidden and undetectable or visible to the eye. And those injuries cause hidden scars. Hidden scars. So I recently had a lump removed from my armpit. It had been there for quite a while, some years. Um, but, it was very small. And, I didn't really think anything of it until it seemed to get a little bigger. Then I was like, well, maybe I need to go ahead and get this checked out. But, to the visible eye, it was small in diameter and really could only be seen at a certain angle. So I had to like raise my arm and kind of like position it some kind of way. Um, I could see it. I knew it was there, but for other people to see it, like my husband and my son, I had to kind of I had to look at it at an angle. But anyway, it could only be seen at an angle if you look closely. So after the surgeon like removed the lump, it was a benign cyst, thank God. The way that she stitched up the opening under my armpit, you could barely see a scar. And she did that on purpose. Of course, she told me that she would do it where you wouldn't really be able to see the scar, so you can barely see it. I know it's there because of course I had the surgery, but anybody else looking, it would just look like a regular armpit. Of course, nobody's going to be looking under your armpit, but anyway, I mean looking at your armpit. But anyway, just using that as an example, the scar is pretty much hidden. So post-op, I learned that the lump that was in my armpit was much bigger than what we thought it was, and it was also deeper than what we thought it was. Some scars, although they look Like surface scars, they're actually deeper than they appear. So let's use a comparison. We can compare scars to icebergs. We can compare scars to icebergs. So, although, of course, I've never seen a real iceberg, I've only seen, icebergs on, video, but they don't appear very large at the surface. But what's underneath can actually cause major, major damage. And we can use the Titanic as an example. So, the exact size of the iceberg that the Titanic hit will probably never be known. But according to early newspaper reports, the height and length of the iceberg was approximately 50 to 100 feet high, and it was 200 to 400 feet long. By the time the iceberg was discovered, there was no way the Titanic could avoid hitting it. We all have hidden scars, and they are undetectable and deep. So I walked around for years and years with hidden scars. Some of those scars had the scab ripped off several times, which caused those scars to bleed and heal and not heal properly. I'm sorry, which caused those scars to not heal properly. I mean, there are several times that we have stuff that's gone on with us, and we think maybe that we've gotten over it, or we've worked through that thing until we get triggered and that scab gets ripped off again. So that just means that scar has not healed properly, and sometimes the scars don't get a chance to heal properly. It just seems like stuff just keeps happening. Stuff just keeps happening, and it digs a deeper wound, and the scars just keep bleeding. So I recall a situation that happened to me when I was a child, and I've been praying about this because I'm just like, Lord, why weren't we talking about? I'm talking about anything that deals with scars or anything. This situation keeps popping up in my head, so I'm just asking God to like really help me to dig deep. And find the real root cause. I'm thinking that I discovered some stuff, but I'm asking God to really, really help me to figure this out so I can heal from it. So, as I was saying, there was a situation that happened when I was a kid. So, I had a chance to march in the Santa Claus parade, and it was in my hometown. So, in order to march in the parade, we had to attend all rehearsals and we had to learn the routine. So I made sure I was at practice every day. I was there early, I stayed late to make sure that I had that routine down. I even practiced on my own time. Marching in the parade at that time was a big deal. I guess it might still be a big deal now. I don't know. But at that time, it was a big deal. So now it's the day of the parade. So we met at our local community center for participants to be chosen for this parade because it was a bunch of kids that were marching in the parade. So we went down to the local community center, for whoever is going to make the choice of who was going to march in the parade and to get final instructions. So there was some guy there. I don't think I've ever seen that guy before, and I actually haven't seen that guy since. But there was a guy that was there that I had never seen. And I guess he must have been the person that was over everything, I guess. I don't know, getting the kids together to get, for us to march in the parade. I don't know what his role was. However, I found out it was a big role. So he started choosing the kids that were going to march in the parade. I was so excited. I was waiting in expectation. I was like, yes, 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 yes. So the guy chose a few kids who had not attended the practice. Remember, that was one of um, re- the reason you got to march in the parade. The only way you would get chosen, excuse me, was if you attended the practices and learned the routine. So he chose some kids who had not been at any of the practices. He looked at me and he said, "You weren't at practice." Say what? I wasn't at practice. Uh, so, um, you the one that wasn't at practice. But anyway, um, there was a young lady, one of the ladies that, there were several young ladies that taught us the routines and stuff. But she was one of the ladies that taught us was standing next to the guy, and she told him she was at practice. She tried to convince him that I was at practice. She vouched for me, but the guy just ignored her and told her I was not at practice. I was not at every practice that like we were supposed to be. So he ignored her and kept choosing other kids that didn't go to come to any of the practices. So of course I didn't get chosen, and I was crushed. What my 9 year or 10 year old self, because I don't remember if I was 9 or 10, what I learned that day was that hard work and dedication doesn't matter if somebody else is in charge. That's what I learned that day. And that day, the injury of mistrust formed, and it left a pretty deep scar. Hidden scars show up in many forms. Hidden scars, they show up in many forms. So let me just talk about me. Let me just talk about me. The way those hidden scars showed up in my life, in my broken self, was depression, suicidal thoughts, a suicidal attempt. Thank God that the Holy Spirit did what He did. You check out my testimony on IG. It's actually on IG and I was going to say IG and Instagram, IG and Facebook. So as a matter of fact, I'll go and reload it again. But yeah, suicide attempt, hidden scar, lack of trust, hidden scar, shame, guilt, self hate. I hated myself. I'm telling you, I hated myself. Listen, I was walking around. People thought that everything was okay with me and that, I was proud and that, I was stoic and whatever labels they put on me. But nah, in the inside, I didn't like myself at all. I hated myself. Low self esteem, low self worth, people pleasing. These are all hidden scars, comparison, and there are so many more. And of course, all of this, the devil tried to use to take me out because he wanted me dead. He wanted me dead. He wanted me to stop trusting and believing in God. He wanted to kill my purpose. And then if he killed me, that was a bonus for him. All of these were hidden scars. Hidden scars they are dangerous and they can cause major, major damage. When reopened, hidden scars will bleed and they will not heal properly. Bleeding scars cause more pain to you and to others because listen, when we are not healed, we bleed on others. Thank God for my sister who told me I was bleeding. I didn't understand at that time, but I sure do understand it now. Because when we're triggered, all kinds of stuff comes up out of us. Because those places are not healed. They're hidden scars that are not healed. In order to heal those hidden scars, we first have to acknowledge that they exist. So I'm telling you today, you have hidden scars. You have hidden scars. You have hidden scars. Can I say it one more time? You have hidden scars. So go ahead, acknowledge them, and ask God to show you what they are so He can heal you. Proverbs 27:19 says, As the face is reflected in water, so the heart reflects the real person. So the heart reflects the real person. Let me tell you this, that heart, when it's hurting, listen, all kinds of stuff will spew out of it. Let me tell you. We be trying to hide stuff. We do. We be trying to be like my sons call me a G all the time, but I'm not. I am not gangster. But anyway, they people think that I'm actually hardcore. I will tell you the reason why I had such a hard shell. Well, shell that they thought was hard. It really wasn't all that hard. It's because of the trauma that I experienced as a kid. So that was my protective shield for me, to put up that hard exterior, make people think that all was well, like nothing really bothered me. But on the inside, I was dying. On the inside, I was totally hurt. On the inside, I was actually crying out, but nobody really could see it because of what they perceived on the outside. Most times, the outside does not reflect the inside, especially when you're not healed. Let me just tell you that right now. The outside does not. Now, some people wear their trauma. Some people do wear their trauma. I will say that. Um, but still, you really don't know how deep that trauma is, even though they're wearing it. So, again, I would admonish you to acknowledge those hidden scars because you do have them, and allow God to heal them because He's waiting. He's just waiting for you. He's waiting for you. We all have hidden scars, and they show up in many, many forms. I told you how some of mine showed up, especially that people pleasing. Man, that was a big one. So I learned that as a kid as well. If I just do what they say, or, do whatever I can to please them, I want to make them happy. I want them to like me. So I learned that at probably, I was probably like 6 or 7 years old when I learned that. That's how I can get people to like me if I just do what they ask me to do, or it's it was a whole lot. I'll just put it like that. Go ahead and check out my book, Finding Purpose After Sexual Abuse and Trauma. It's on Amazon. I ain't trying to put up my book, but I am trying to put up it so you can really know my story. I didn't do this Tuesday Truth, to put up the book. However, it is my book. And check it out. Finding Purpose After Sexual Abuse and Trauma. It's on Amazon, and it's my memoir. It's my testimony, and then you will understand. You will understand a little bit more about Juanita, and then you'll understand how I got to where I am today in this healed place, in this healing place, because healing is an ongoing process. So you'll understand how I got here, and you'll know a little bit more about my life story. So listen, I am definitely not what I looked like or where I was years ago. So I am definitely not that person. I am the walking in my purpose and the healed person that God created me to be in the first place. So life circumstances cause us all kinds of problems. They do. But God is just waiting for us to, call out to Him and says, "Come on, daughter, I got you. Listen, all of this stuff that you're going through, God is going to use it for your good and for His glory." Can I say that again? Everything, I mean everything that you're going through, God is going to use it for your good and for His glory. He has purpose. He has placed purpose inside of you, and He's going to use all of that. None of it will be wasted. None of it is for naught. Yes, we have to go through things, and they cause us great pain. I mean, great pain. However, God is going to use it. Just allow Him to heal it. Allow Him to heal it. He's going to use it. Trying to tell you, I'm a living witness. I am a living witness. So, again, I will say this. We all have hidden scars, and they come in many forms. Allow the Lord to reveal those hidden scars so that you can properly heal. Proper healing is a must. Acknowledge, allow God to reveal it, and then allow Him to heal them. Alrighty? I'm telling y'all, it's going to make a world of difference in your life. and your life will be all the better for it. So today's topic was hidden scars. We all have them. Go ahead and say it with me. I have hidden scars. I have hidden scars, and I'm going to allow God to reveal those hidden scars and to heal those hidden scars. Thank you for joining me on today's Tuesday Truth. For those that are watching now and for those that will watch later, I pray this blesses you. I pray that it teaches you, and I pray that you get the healing that you need and the healing that you deserve. Hidden scars. This is today's Tuesday Truths. So I said I would probably sing maybe. So here's a song that just kind of started resonating in my spirit. After I did my daily devotional today, it's Kirk Franklin, Throwback. It just, I don't know. They just are resonating in my spirit. So I'm just going to sing just a little bit, if you will allow me, just a little bit. And then I'm going to get on off of here. And then, again, allow God to reveal those hidden scars so you can be healed. And may his peace be with you till we meet again. May his peace be with you till we meet again. May his peace be with you until we meet again. This is today's Tuesday Truth. Have a fantabulous day and an awesome-tastic week. Until I see you again, God willing. I love you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.